What's going on, y'all? Know where I'm at? You know what I'm about to do. Just play up on the cow. Want to holler at the bros real quick and the women, all one or two of you that are listening. I want to talk about masculinity and just manhood in general. Have you noticed that society, and when I say society, I just mean American society, they really tried to neuter men? What do I mean by neutering men? Basically, you can't have a voice anymore. You can't state how you feel without fear of getting canceled or anything like that. And when I talk about fear of getting canceled, I'm not talking about things that should be deserving of being canceled, right? I'm not talking about something where you should go take from a woman, rape a woman, to do anything like that. I'm not on that at all. I'm not talking about that type of shit, which deserves to get canceled. I'm talking about men talking like men, and the society wants to mute that. They want to hush that all together, especially black men. Of course, I'm always get this from a black man perspective. You know, if you're going along to get along, if you're saying all the things women want to hear, if you're coming out taking jabs at other bros, society is fine with that. You'll get paid for that. You'll get TV shows, you get movies, you get anything. You almost get everything if you go against your bros. But when men start talking how we used to talk back in the day, like how my daddy and them used to talk, how my uncles and them used to talk, how my cousins and them used to talk, they want to hit you on the hand, they want to reprimand you, they want to act like you're a little kid. Bros, it's time for us to start speaking up and being more vocal about how we feel about certain stuff, okay? It does not make you toxic to hold women to a certain standard, and it does not make you toxic to punish them or reward them based on how they perform, right? See, even me saying that right there, that's so out of the matrix today. You might be offended by me even talking like that, right? By saying that there's a reward system and there's a punishment system for any woman that you're dealing with. I can get in trouble for saying that. Now ask yourself, why would I get in trouble for saying that? We have reward and punishment systems for kids, and we have it for men, right? We have it for everybody else, but men can't say that we have the same thing when it comes to women. When did it become so out of line to talk like this? And I'm not talking about calling women bitches and hoes. Like, of course we know not to do that, right? I'm not talking about that. And I'm not even talking about treating women less than human beings. Like, you're still human beings, right? You deserve basic human respect. But the thing that we're on now, bros, we're just not tolerating bullshit. We're just not tolerating that anymore. We live in a society now to where every other group on this planet can say whatever they feel and that be fine, right? But as soon as black men start to step up and be truly masculine in our masculine roles, and if you know anything about masculinity, it's gonna hurt your fucking feelings at times. It's not gonna be politically correct. You're gonna have to step on toes. You're gonna hurt feelings. But guess what? We don't give a fuck. That's how it is. That's what being masculine is all about. It's about taking lead, taking charge, leading the way, and setting up a foundation for your family to thrive generations and generations to come. Do you think if we would have, the people back in the day would have sat around and listened to somebody tell them that, hey, I don't like the way you talking to me, I'm not gonna build that pyramid, I don't like the way you talking to me, I'm not gonna build that train, that railroad, would the shit got built? No. Somebody has to tell you, no, we need to do this. And every other group of men on this earth are able to talk like that and command respect. But when it comes to men talking like that, black men talking like that, you want to neuter him, you want to cut his balls off. Ask yourself, why do you want to do that? Why does it come in your mind to do that when you hear a man like me that's talking like a fucking man? Why does that offend you? Because you've been programmed to think a certain way, and I was programmed to think a certain way. And look, I ain't no big conspiracy theories or none of that shit. I'm just saying this is the truth of the fact. Black men in our communities, we need to start speaking up on what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, because we're the ones that's supposed to set that, right? We set that tone. We set that guideline. We lay down a brick and mortar and say, okay, we're going to build a house on this foundation. We're not going to build it on this foundation. And if you want to go build a house on a weak foundation, you take your ass over there. But don't come back over here when your shit fall. We're not responsible for saving you if you don't listen to our direction when we told you not to do some shit. See, even me saying that's seeing people like, oh, damn, I can't believe he's saying some shit. Yeah, we have to say shit like this. We have to set boundaries. That's one of the things about manhood too, about masculinity. You have to set boundaries. There's certain stuff that you can do. There's certain stuff that you cannot do. And there's not going to be any in between. Now that you want our families to continue, all people are always talking about online, we need the black man and the black woman to come together. So, well, guess what? Our rightful place as black men is to lead the family. To lead. Your rightful place is to be up under us and follow us and nurture what we lead, nurture what we build. We build it, you nurture it. If you build it, they will come, right? We're responsible for building, and you're responsible for coming and nurturing that product and making it the best product it can be for society. That's how it's supposed to go. But we got the shit so backwards now. We got dudes that think that their women supposed to lead them. And I used to be one of them dudes. So I'm not speaking to y'all like this ain't something I did. No, I used to do that shit until my world got twisted upside down, and now I'm thinking right now. But just imagine if I would have been talking like this at 24 versus 34. So don't fall in that rabbit hole, guys. You got to speak up and be more vocal. Just don't go along to get along. Just don't go along to get no fucking draws. Especially you trying to be serious with a woman. Now you having fun and whatnot, that's one thing. But you really trying to be serious with this woman and you trying to vet this woman to make her your wife or your potential partner or whatever and have a child with this woman and do this, that, and the third, build legacy. This is the type of shit you need to be talking about. This is something that we don't play about at all. And it's time that you stop playing about it. Whoever you are. And if you are doing the right thing, kudos to you. If you're not, you always have time to start the day. Right? But, big B's, but there's always a caveat to that. You have to be doing the work. I always say this shit. You have to be doing the work already. You have to be doing the self-improvement. The woman's not going to follow you if she sees that you're not leading yourself properly. You have to be leading yourself properly first. And for the women that listen long enough to hear this, then you'll hear this. Or if you got mad, you cut it off, you didn't hear it. It is what it is. You have to be leading yourself first, right, to have a woman get up under your program and say, okay, I like this man's program. I'm going to follow him. You just can't be no bum talking like this. You can't be no man that's not doing nothing in your life talking about this. You can't. You can, but women ain't going to take it serious. So that they have to see that leadership from you. And that leadership starts from the most simplest shit I always talk about. It starts from your body. It starts from your mind, right? It starts from your mind and it goes to your body. And then you start seeing the fruits from that work manifest in other ways from everything that you're doing on the inside, showing on the outside, right? But we have to start walking and talking like that. Wake up, do whatever, go home to your woman right now. And if you know you got problems and you know it's stuff that you just been biting your tongue on because you've been going along to get along, stop it today. I'm not saying be disrespectful. You don't have to do that, but talk with some fucking bass in your voice. Get what I'm saying? Don't come here like, no, baby, this, that. No, be like, look, this is what's wrong. What are we gonna do to fix it? Matter of fact, there is no what are we gonna do to fix it. This is what I'm gonna do to fix it, and you're gonna do A, B, and C, and this is how we're gonna do it. Straight face. If you ain't coming with that type of energy, then don't come at all. And me even talking like this, they don't want black men talking like this, not in mass. But this is how it's had to be if you want these families that everybody keeps talking about on Instagram, that everybody keeps talking about on Twitter, on Facebook. If you want these nuclear families to be successful, the men have to be taking charge of shit. It has to. That's the only way it's gonna have to be. So what you gonna do? You gonna let your woman run you? Or you gonna fucking be in the front and you gonna run that shit like the man you supposed to be? It's up to you. And with that being said, a caveat before I end the video, women, I'm not saying that you're less than. I'm not saying that you're not capable of being competent leaders or whatnot, but I'm saying that's not your fucking place. That's the man's place to do that. So that man needs to step up and let you chill out and do what you need to do so he can do the heavy lifting. You shouldn't be doing the heavy lifting. We need to do the heavy lifting. So put that fucking brick down and we're going to pick it up and we're going to build. And you're going to nurture. And that's the way it's going to be. See, Certain women might get turned on by that. Your pussy might get wet, but other women, they might be like, oh, I can't believe he's talking like that. He's so toxic. Whatever. I don't give a damn. What you gonna do? Anyway, finna go out here and hit these sprints. I done got fired up, so I should have a good workout. Now, advise y'all do the same. Get your ass up.